So many of the players that I love to listen to play this very mouthpiece. Guys like Andy Snitzer, Jeff Kashua, Tom Scott, legend, or even Lou Marini. There's tons of great players. In fact, lots of them we feature inside Sax School. So this mouthpiece is the Jody Jazz DV. I'd not played one before, so the last couple of weeks I've been testing out one of these on my tenor and my alto, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you what it sounds like when I play it, but also telling you what I think about it, and more importantly giving you an opportunity to win one of these, because we're giving a couple of them away in this week's competition. So stick around, it's going to be a great session. Hey, as always, if you like videos where I'm testing mouthpieces and gear, then don't forget to click the subscribe button and the bell notification. Give us a thumbs up too. We don't want you to miss out on any more of these videos because I'm making them all the time. Okay, let's dig in. G'day, it's Nigel here from Sax School. Hey, thanks so much for joining me for another one of these videos. Hey, by the way, did you like my new intro music? Yes, I did record that using the Jody Jazz DV. So let me know what you think about the sound of it in a comment down below. Now, it's quite a full video today, and yes, we will be talking about the giveaway competition too. That's going to be at the end of the video. So if you stick around to the end, we'll tell you about that. But first of all, I want to tell you why I'm even making a video like this. I run a thing called Sax School, and in there we've got thousands of students who learn with us every single day. And one of the most common topics that comes up is mouthpieces. So I love to test mouthpieces to help my students and to help you to make better choices with the sort of mouthpieces that you could change to. Because finding that right mouthpiece is so important. It can open up your sound, it can help you to play more easily. It can really make you fall in love with playing saxophone. So mouthpieces are a hot topic, but so many of us get the choice of a mouthpiece wrong, and that's why these review videos I think are so important. Now, I should just say that I never get paid to review mouthpieces like the ones that I'm playing for you today. I often get sent mouthpieces, and in fact Jody Espina from Jody Jazz, he sent me a couple of these DVs to try out just out of interest. I don't get paid to do that, and to be honest with you, if I didn't like the mouthpiece, I wouldn't bother making a video either. The reason I do make these review videos though is because I want to help my students, my thousands of students, to more easily make the right choice with a mouthpiece, and also to help you and to give you an idea of what a mouthpiece sounds like. Because I know myself, when I'm interested in a new piece of kit, I want to try and find a review and get an idea from somebody that I can trust about how it works, how it performs, and how it sounds. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, let's get busy talking about why you might even consider a mouthpiece like this. Now, the thing that really caught my attention about the Jody Jazz DV, and the reason why all those great players that I mentioned at the start of the video use this mouthpiece, is because it's a very versatile mouthpiece. And a versatile mouthpiece really appeals to me because I play in lots of different styles every single day, whether that's playing a pop tune, then a jazz standard, then a ska tune, or something in a funk style, or even a classical tune. For Sax School, I'm playing all different styles all the time. And as a pro player, it was the same, because one day I might be playing in a big band, the next day playing in a West End show, the next day I might be doing a pop gig. So I need a mouthpiece that's very versatile. So clearly the Jody Jazz DV is a versatile mouthpiece. That's why those guys that I mentioned at the start are playing this mouthpiece. So who would upgrade to a mouthpiece like this? Well, the very first important point is I don't actually think you should upgrade to anything as fancy as this if you've just started playing. But if you've been playing for a few months, maybe up to a year, and you're starting to get an idea of the sound that you want to go for, that's the time to start considering upgrading to something like this. I'm going to show you in a second what it sounds like on the tenor and the alto, and that'll help you to decide whether that's the sort of sound that you're going for in your playing. But the good thing about something that's so proven as the Jody Jazz DV is that you know that loads of people are playing it because it's a great solid mouthpiece. It seals well, it works well, it sounds amazing, and really it's just up to you to develop your skills to get the sounds that you want out of this mouthpiece. So what are the features of the Jody Jazz DV? Well, we actually had Jody Espina come and do a special session for Sax School this week. And it was great actually, because our members and me too, we could all grill Jody and ask him a whole load of questions on why this mouthpiece works and his thinking behind the design of it. And also we got a load of great tips from Jody about choosing mouthpieces what type of tip opening you should consider depending on how long you've been playing. Really, really great information. So if you want to check that out and you're a Sax School member, that's inside the Sax School members area now. And if you're not a member, grab our 14-day trial and you can go and check out that guest session, plus all the other sessions we've done with world-class players. Absolutely amazing. Jody was telling me that the DV is really designed to find that perfect compromise between a bright mouthpiece and having a big full sound, because he was saying, and this is my experience as well, a lot of bright mouthpieces tend to be too shrill and don't have any bottom end. So the Jody Jazz DV is designed to have that projection, but also a lot of body to the sound and bottom end to the sound. The Jody Jazz DV tenor mouthpiece is available in tip openings between 6 and 10 star, and it costs $595. The Jody Jazz DV Alto mouthpiece is available in tip openings between 5 and 9 star, and it costs $550. Jody was describing to me this extra cutout in the facing, and he said that's something that really contributes to getting that sound, but it's also the internal dimensions, the material, the overall design that help with this. Now I have to say, when I've been playing this mouthpiece over this last couple of weeks, that's one of the things that struck me about it as well, because I can get a soft, warm sound, but I can still get loads of projection and loads of volume out of my saxophone. Okay, so let's have a listen to the tenor and see what it sounds like. So Jody sent me a size 7. He was telling me that the DV is their most popular model and the size 7 is their most popular size. Now I normally play a size 8 mouthpiece actually, so it was interesting for me to try a slightly smaller tip opening mouthpiece to see how that performs. Now I mentioned before that I like the versatility of a mouthpiece, so I'm going to play a few different styles. I'll start off by playing a classic sort of pop piece. Here's a little bit of Tears in Heaven, and have a listen to how it might sound in a pop setting. Now it's pretty clear that the DV's got plenty of body and brightness for that. But what about if I'm playing over a jazz standard? I mentioned Andy Snitzer was one of my favourite players, and one of his most famous solos is the Waiting for a Star to Fall from Boy Meets Girl, classic 80s sax. So I'm going to play that solo now and have a listen to the way the DV performs with a screaming high altissimo pop solo. So what do you think about the sound of that? What an interesting mouthpiece. I like the way it's quite versatile. And by the way, all those pieces, you can learn them inside Sax School. So if you'd like to learn those pieces, go check out the lessons in Sax School or grab our 14-day trial. So I like the versatility of this mouthpiece. It isn't the perfect warm jazz sound for me, but it's a great commercial sound. And I think I can find a middle road between the two, because often I play on a darker hard rubber mouthpiece, which I've really got to work hard at to get a commercial sound. So there's the trade-offs at that end. And with the DV, I feel the trade-off's a little bit on the warm, fluffy jazz sound end for me. But it's certainly a great compromise between the two, because I can get a good jazz warm sound, but I can get a really punchy, bright commercial sound as well. Also, the altissimo and the overtones work fantastically on this mouthpiece. So just before we go and listen to the alto sax, let me know in a comment below, do you play a Jody Jazz mouthpiece? Which one do you use? Now, I mentioned we're giving away a couple of Jody Jazz mouthpieces this week, and I'm going to tell you about that in a second. But first, let's have a listen to how it sounds on the alto saxophone. So I wanted to start off by doing something a little bit crazy and trying a classical piece, at least a piece in a classical style. So have a listen to this. This is the Gabriel's oboe from The Mission. Now, it does take a lot of work to get a really round, convincing classical sound on the DV, but it is still good enough that I could get away with that, and I like the roundness of it. So what about using the DV in a classic pop setting? So this is the One More Night solo, classic Gerald Albright with Phil Collins. Have a listen to this. So what do you think about that? Do you like the sound of the alto with the DV? I really like this, and in fact I think I adjusted to the DV on the alto much faster than I did on the tenor. I'm using an American cut Leger reed size 2.5 on this, so slightly softer than on my tenor, but I can get a really clear and full sound on my alto with this DV. Yeah, I really like that. And I also think, just like the tenor, it's an excellent compromise between more of a straight ahead sound and a very good projection, and not too bright, but full-bodied commercial sound. So I imagine this would work great in a concert band setting. You could get away with playing this on a show or in a show band type setting, maybe even a big band. So just before we get on to the competition, I just wanted to recap with who a DV might be right for. Like I mentioned earlier, if you've only just started playing, then I would wait a little while. But if you've been playing for a little while and you really want to get that sort of bright commercial sound, or you want a mouthpiece that is useful in lots of settings. For example, if you're a pro player and you're playing in a concert band or a big band, as well as doing a show, or playing in a horn section, or playing any sort of pop, funk, ska, anything like that, then this would actually be a really great choice. I think if you're playing orchestrally, I wouldn't turn up to an orchestral gig with one of these, because you're going to make your conductor very, very nervous. But if you're a versatile player, then I'd definitely look at that. And if you're a hobby player, but you love playing in a commercial style, you like playing pop tunes, you like playing a cross-section of music, and you're looking to upgrade from maybe a standard beginner hard rubber mouthpiece or plastic mouthpiece, then this is definitely something to consider. So here's how the competition works. We are giving away 2 Jody Jazz mouthpieces in your tip opening. And the best part is all you need to enter is your email address. Now to enter, it's really easy. There's a link down below here where you can enter in a bunch of different ways by doing things like visiting us on Facebook or on Instagram, or going and checking out our courses at mcgillmusic.com, or by going and checking out Jody Jazz, their website. There's some fantastic resources there actually, including facing charts and mouthpiece comparison sheets, which really helps with choosing mouthpieces. So all the details are down below. You can get a load of entries by following the different instructions on there, and you can also tell your friends and get your friends involved with this as well. So good luck. We'll be choosing 2 lucky winners by random, and we'll be announcing it on our channel at the end of the week. Can't wait to see who our winners are going to be. I hope it's going to be you. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope it's been useful to you. As always, please leave me a comment, let me know if it has, because it helps me to make better videos for you. And check out the other reviews I've got on my channel as well. There's so much other great content on here that'll help you with learning saxophone or choosing gear. And of course, if you really want to move your playing ahead, go see what we're doing over at mcgillmusic.com, because I've got a whole team of tutors in there to help you, and you can also be part of this huge worldwide community we've got of thousands of students just like you who are moving their playing forward every day. We'd love to help you in there. Okay, keep practicing hard. I'll catch you next time.